Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have kind of an old school YouTube haul for you. I went to Ulta. I also made an order off of Ulta, and I just decided I wanted to sit down and have a very chill discussion with you about what I got. So I picked up a bunch of stuff that's on the more affordable side. So if you guys want to see what I got from Ulta, then just keep on watching. So the first thing that I got was on the recommendation of a ton of other YouTubers, and it was sold out in my Ulta, so I did have to buy this online. It is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray, and I believe that Raw Beauty by Christy is the one who talks about this all the time, and I honestly haven't even seen it in use. It's just been one of those things that's kind of floating around on Twitter and everybody's talking about it, and so I had to get it for myself because I love a good dewy finish to my skin. So I have no idea what this is going to be like. I don't have a lot of drugstore finishing sprays in my collection. I have been using the Morphe one, which I guess you could consider to be like an affordable drugstore price, but mainly I use my Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray. So I would love to fall in love with a drugstore dewy type of setting spray, so hopefully this ends up working for me. Here is what the bottle looks like, and yes, I did get my nails cut down to nubs. So I just want to give it a mist and see if it's a fine mist. I hate when large water droplets hit you with a spray. It looks like it's very fine. The scent is nice. It smells really fresh. So I'm just going to hit my face with it and see what happens. Ooh, it kind of hits you hard. It's like one of those sprays that's like, psh, like it hits your face hard, but it is a fine mist. So I will see how I end up liking this. It's going to take me obviously a lot more than one use to figure out if I like it. My face does feel wet. Maybe I did it a little too close to my face, but hopefully this will be nice for a nice highlighted dewy look. But that is the first product that I picked up, and I believe it was around $10. I'm just gonna spare you, and I will have all the prices listed down in the description box for all of the products I mentioned. Next up, I picked up a concealer. This is a new concealer from L'Oreal. It is the Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. So here is what the packaging looks like. I did not see this in store. It might be an online exclusive or just not in store yet for my Ulta, but I did get this online. Mine is in the shade 355 Vanilla. Now I have no idea how this is going to perform, but I feel like I saw a bunch of big YouTubers use this in ads with L'Oreal on their Instagram, and so I really wanted to try it for myself. As you can see, it has a huge doe foot wand, and I'm hoping that this color will be okay for me. It does look a little bit yellow. Here is the shade Vanilla on the back of my hand, and it doesn't have a lot of information on the bottle, does it? I feel like when I looked it up, it was supposed to be a matte concealer, but we will see if it is drying, if it creases under my eyes. I definitely want to test out all the products that I'm mentioning in a separate tutorial. There it is blended on the back of my hand. It seems like it's going to blend out quite nicely. This is not all the way blended, but I just wanted to feel the creaminess of it, and it feels thick but not too thick, and it does blend out pretty nice. So I picked up a backup for myself of one of my old favorites. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser. You guys have probably seen this a million times in your lifetime. I picked up the shade Ivory. I really love this concealer. It's one of those cream to powder finishes that I feel like doesn't really need to be set with powder, so I really appreciate this concealer. The only thing is I personally go through this so fast. I don't know why. I don't know if there's not a ton of product in here compared to my other concealers, or maybe I just love it that much, but I go through it really quickly, and with all of the concealers in my collection, I'm not always repurchasing things that I love. I just move on to something else that I have. But I decided, since I was making an order and I had a 20% off coupon, I would stock up because I know I'm going to want it for the summer. It's one of my favorite hotter weather concealers, even though I'm like really jumping the gun because winter in New York has barely begun. Next up, I picked up a blush. Blush is one of my favorite products, if you guys didn't know. I picked up the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush, and this is in the shade Always Cheeky. That might be the shade of it. I need to pop it out of the packaging here. But it looked really, really beautiful. I'm such a fan of blush and I love trying new ones, so I had to get this in my collection. So here is the packaging. e.l.f. has really stepped up their packaging. This is nice and sleek. It's really, really pretty. And yes, the shade is Always Cheeky. It's like a nice light pink. This would probably be suitable for anybody with like a light to medium skin tone. I will say the shade looked a little bit darker on the website. I was hoping for something maybe a little bit more nudie, like something that's gonna give me a little bit of a flush, but this will probably work better when I am at my most fair. There it is on my middle finger. It does look like it's going to be a little bit too light for my current skin tone. So I guess just be aware that this shade looks a little bit darker online than it does in person. So if you're really, really fair, the shade Always Cheeky is probably going to be really, really pretty for you. So this was calling to me. I have not tried a lot of powder foundation. I just use like a finishing powder or a setting powder, but I actually really, really love powder foundations. I have one from Pure that I have used to death from a very long time ago, and so I decided I wanted to pick up this new Maybelline Full Coverage powder foundation. Mine is in the shade 130 Buff Beige, and this I'm hoping will be really, really nice for days when I don't want to put any liquid on my face, which I do have a lot of those days, but I like to make it dewy after the fact. So if I use a powder foundation, which I'm telling you I don't very often, I need to illuminate my skin. So I will put highlighter on after, and once all the powders are on my face, I will spray my face with a setting spray that will hopefully take away any cakiness that's left behind. But I have received a lot of requests to review powder foundation on my channel because not a lot of influencers review it. So I would be happy to do so with this little Maybelline foundation if you guys are interested. I'm hoping it really is full coverage like it says, and I'm also hoping that Buff Beige matches my forever changing skin tone, but that is another product that is new to Ulta and I just picked up. Next up, I picked up a brand new mascara. This is the Unlimited Mascara from L'Oreal, and mine's in the shade Blackest Black. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop it out of its packaging, rip it out of its packaging. It says that it is a 24-hour lash lifting mascara, and it has a very interesting bottle. It looks very cool. It's like a thick base. It kind of reminds me of like a nail polish. Definitely looks luxurious if you ask me. It's a matte black bottle. I bought this because I have been such a fan of L'Oreal mascaras. I love the telescopic, and I recently fell in love with the Lash Paradise, so I would love to try this. It is brand new. So there is the wand. It is more of a stiff plasticky wand and less of one of the like fat flimsy wands, which I am not a huge fan of. So I will be giving this a go in the near future. I also think that the packaging is really cool because it can sit and stand up on its own, which is very different for a mascara. Oh, okay, so I'm an idiot and I totally didn't realize that it has another function here. You can bend it, so you can apply the mascara with a bent handle, which is very interesting. I am definitely going to have to try that out and see if it helps. That just got way cooler, and I didn't even know about that function before I bought it. So if you guys want a review on this interesting little mascara, let me know. This might be the year of drugstore reviews. Now I can't stop playing with it. Love that. Next up, I picked up this e.l.f. product. I don't think it's new, but I saw Katie use it, I think, in a tutorial, and it is the Lit From Within Beautifully Bare Makeup Primer. And it has no explanation of that on the packaging, so once you buy it, you just have to remember what it is, because all of a sudden I'm starting to think I might have one in my collection already, but since it's naked, maybe I don't know what it is. But this is a primer. It says, create a fresh, natural glow with this lightweight makeup primer. Let's see. This makeup base primes the skin for long wear and also moisturizes, brightens, and refines the skin's appearance. I really am starting to think that I maybe already own this. Maybe not. I don't know. It definitely just looks like a moisturizer. It comes out white, and I'm rubbing it in on the back of my hand, and it is blurring the pores on the back of my hand, so it's kind of a pore filling primer. I don't know if I would consider it illuminating right off the bat. I don't love I don't love the smell of it. It smells really fragrancy, which might break me out, so I'm just gonna have to try it out and see if it's a miracle worker. If not, I don't know if I could deal with that scent on my face. I'm sorry if that disappoints you guys, or maybe it saves you guys. If you guys hate floral fragrances, I would not pick this up. But there is hope yet to come for this haul when it comes to illuminating primers. I picked up the Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. I'm not even sure if this is a primer or if it's a liquid highlight. I really don't pay attention when I shop online, apparently. Let's see. This is in the shade 01 Nude Glow. It says, get a dewy, radiant glow with this weightless, mineral-based luminizer with soft focus pearl pigments to revive, perfect, and smooth the appearance of the skin. So, same deal. I think this is a illuminating, glowing primer product. I love that this one has a pump. It's not just a little squeezy tube. I hope that this one works out for me because the packaging is just stunning. This one definitely has more of a color to it. So there it is on the back of my hand. This is right up my alley. This is kind of what I was expecting with the e.l.f. one, but the e.l.f. one is definitely more of a moisturizer. This is an illuminating primer. So I believe this is brand new. I think it comes in 3 shades, so you can pick your shade depending on your skin tone. I like the looks of this one, Nude Glow, so I cannot wait to try this. And from first impressions on the back of my hand, I'm really going to like it. And the packaging is so nice. Like, the Drugstore is really, really upping their game. So next up, I have like a cult favorite again amongst the YouTubers. It's like something I hear from the grapevine I need in my collection, and this is the Flower Beauty Blush Bombs. Unfortunately, I was unable to get the shade that everybody was raving about. Everybody seems to love the shade Pinched. I would really love to get my hands on it because I like the shade Pinched. The way that it looked was like the perfect nudie pink color, but I decided to pick up a peachy color. This is the shade Nectar, and I have been loving like a no makeup look, something that looks effortless, and I love illuminating dewy skin. So I would love to work in a blush that is not a powder and see how it works for me. Now I will say I hope that a little goes a long way because this is a very small product for the price. I believe it was $10 and it is tiny. This has 0.3 ounces in it, which is very, very small. It's like the size of an eyeshadow base. And for the drugstore, $10 is pretty pricey, I think, for a product like this, but maybe I am just being picky. Here is what the packaging looks like. It has a little dropper in the bottom, and I'm gonna drop some out onto the back of my hand. The back of my hand today is like a little science experiment. Ooh, okay, I think I might end up liking this shade. So I'm gonna blend this out just a little. Okay, a little goes a long way, you guys. Here is the shade Nectar. It might end up being a little too warm. I don't wanna look crazy. I would literally take my finger and dip it into this and just put that on my cheeks because that's a lot of product right there. So this is definitely a product that I would apply with a beauty blender over just liquids, not powder, and hopefully it blends into like a beautiful seamless look. But I am again going to have to try this out when I do not already have makeup on my face because I don't think putting a liquid over a powder is always the best idea, and I did powder down my face today. But I'm excited to use this, and I still want to grab the shade Pinched. And last up, I totally forgot that I purchased this. This is another product from e.l.f., and this is a dewy setting mist in the coconut scent, which I love coconut, so I couldn't resist when I saw this. The packaging looks very skincare-y. I like it. It's very heavy, and I'm hoping it has a fine mist. So I'm a crazy person. I'm obsessed with coconut to the point where like that's a key selling point for me. If anything smells like coconut, I will grab it up. So I just hope it has a good mist because I would spray this just for the scent. I would spray this in my hair, like to have my hair smell like coconut if it doesn't work for my face. So let's spray this and see if the mist is nice and fine. Ooh. Okay, so unfortunately, I highly doubt you guys are going to be able to see. It smells amazing, but the mist is one of those mists where a bunch of like thicker water droplets hits your skin. So I don't know, I might have to transfer this into a better bottle, but I would be afraid to ruin my makeup with this because it squirts out some bigger droplets, and we've all been there where a big droplet just hits your face and then runs down your makeup and you're afraid to touch it because you don't want to blend anything away. I will experiment with this and I will try it because I love coconut, and the coconut smells so good. It's like a light, airy, summery scent. So if I were e.l.f., I definitely would rework the sprayer. The number one thing with a facial mist, it could be water in a bottle and you could sell it to people, but if the sprayer doesn't work, there's no point. But guess what? I can still spray it in my hair. And I will spray it in my hair. So I will have some use out of this because I'm a crazy person. But this is the last product out of my haul for today. So that is everything that I picked up from Ulta so far. I do have a couple other things in my cart. I have the Makeup Revolution Soap Collab highlighter. I saw a bunch of people recommend it, so that is like next on my list. I want to pick that up. So if you guys like it, let me know because it is waiting in my cart. I also think I have some Catrice blushes in my cart, but I was too late. I should have ordered them with this order, but I didn't. So if you guys like chill drugstore hauls or hauls of any kind, then let me know. I feel like this is something I want to bring back onto my channel in 2019. So I will go ahead and leave the cost of these products down below, as well as links to where you can purchase them if you are interested. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see me try anything that I mentioned, then let me know down below what you would like to see from me. If I do a tutorial, I could probably incorporate almost all of them, but I do have a lot of duplicates. I have multiple blushes, multiple concealers, multiple glow mists, so let me know what you guys would like to see from me. But thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you have not already, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye.